Jay Lava, and this is Keep It P podcast, where we take the news situations and all of their stuff. So let's go ahead and get on into it. We got mother complained about. Well, hold on, man. Before we even start this, man, just notice how they try to automatically, right off the top of the key, try to minimize the 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 negligence and the crime that you're about to hear. So it says mother complained about father playing your stupid video games after 4-year-old daughter wanders naked down the street, police say. Now I'm willing to bet that it was more than some video games being played. Maybe some Meferino Quansuino. But anyway, it says Florida couple allegedly kept their home in disgusting condition, always, and failed to keep an eye on their 4-year-old daughter. I wonder why. Wandered naked and alone down the street. Police in Vero Beach, Florida, say that they arrested Crystal Slaughton, 38, looks more like 58, and Michael Allen Slauson, 38, who looks more like 78. The two counts of each child endangerment online records show. Cops described the home as covered in feces, urine, and bugs. What's up with this feces, urine conditions that these cave beasts like to sleep in and like to raise their people in? I'm even talking about even senators. If you do not believe me, go to the Jalava channel, and the first video that pops up is about a senator and his wife that let their retarded daughter melt into the couch over years of time without changing the diet. It's sickening. It's madness. You think I'm making these stories up, and this is real deal. Jeez, Louisingham. Gosh. Anyway, it says cops tried to describe the home as covered in feces, urine, and bugs. Michael allegedly said he left the home dirty because he was depressed and lost motivation whenever he tried to clean. Boy, if you don't get your man, boy, ain't nothing that PC, no shenanigans that PC individuals can indulge in where there doesn't have to be some sort of kind of benefit or the doubt, or in most cases sympathy. He lost motivation and was depressed. Crystal, who chewed him out in front of police for playing video games instead of watching their child. Well, wait a minute, Crystal. What was you doing? Wait a minute, Crystal. What were you doing? Oh, well, maybe Crystal was at home or at work paying the bills, and he's not an alpha man. He's a simp, and he's at home, what I'm saying, doing the drugs and letting the kids leave out the door. Is that what we're trying to paint the picture as, or is that only for black men? I just want to know. Anyway, she says she had a knee injury, cops said. Nevertheless, an officer claimed to see her walk with a cane and to be in good enough condition to clean up if she wanted to. Wow. That's the best y'all could do at demonization. The cop thinks that he suggests that she could have had cleaned up if she wanted to. That's as far as you're going to go, huh? It says, according to the arrest affidavit, an officer responded to the address on 18th Street where the young girl walked around the neighborhood naked and unsupervised. The resident saw her walking in front of his home. He rushed to help her and called law enforcement. He said the two construction workers down the street said they and the little girl exit from a nearby home on the west side. Y'all didn't do nothing? The officer checked the home in question, and Michael Slauson opened the door. Police said Slauson allegedly said he put the child identified in the documents as GES to bed at midnight. The officer claimed to immediately see signs of home being in unhealthy, hazardous conditions. Upon further investigation of the north side of the house. They observed the window open and the screen off. Police said the room in which can be plainly observed from the outside of the residence had an odor of feces, and it also observed feces smeared on the walls of the bedroom and miscellaneous trash, and deemed it unfit and unsafe for a child. What is going on with their obsession with I'm cool with feces? Where do we get these stories? It says the couple also had a 9-year-old child, SS, who lived in the home too. Amid the police investigation, local DCF area supervisor told the parents were investigated 5 times since 2015, but they didn't get their child taken. They didn't get their children taken away. You see that? You see that? Boy, that complexion for the protection and that immunity, that what do you call that race related immunity from law, that is just getting them in all type of little pickles and conundrums, huh? Like, y'all gotta let them off, but at the expense of the kids. Let the kids grow up in the feces or whatever, it don't matter. Or if that was a black person even thought to been smoking a little crack in the house, the kids got to go all the way across town in foster care and all of that. Stop playing. Says DCF air supervisors told the cops the parents were investigated since 2005. Well, what was stopping y'all from getting them? This ain't just happened. He automatically just started getting dirty. He been dirty. This has been going on. The main complaint being environmental hazard, according to the affidavit. So they had an environmental hazard back in 2015, and it's 2022, cuz? Living flies and other bugs were observant in all parts of the residence, the officer wrote, describing the new walkthrough of the DCS investigators that happened the day after the incident. Also, now y'all going to check up a day after the incident, after it's been going on for 7 years. The resident posed a distinct odor of urine and feces that almost overpowered some parts of the residence within the child's bedrooms. I also observed fecal matter smeared and dried approximately 3/4 the way up the bedroom's door and parts of the walls. I also observed large amounts of feces on the ground within the bed. What the hell? We ain't even hearing about no dog. So this is the child doing this. Mike allegedly said the feces on the walls was from his daughter painting with her feet. Yeah, I'm reading this, y'all. He said his daughter was painting for the fecal matter. The hallway bathroom floor was covered in urine and feces. Police said dishes piled in the kitchen sink and was protruding residents on both the stove and counter, the cop said. Man, this shit been years, fam. And you can't say, we see stories like this. Y'all be watching Hoarders? Oh man, some of the spots that be on Hoarders is ridiculous. And A&E is cashing in on these nasty SOBs. It says on Crystal's first contact with the police, she allegedly said that she was in the bedroom when a child escape happened and she did not hear her daughter exit through the window. Crystal told the officers about having insomnia. Oh my God. Police wrote, let it be noted, speaking with Crystal, she spontaneously stated, you should have been watching your children and not playing your stupid video games. So the father, Mac, said, that's the second time they did that 3 times in this damn story. The video games ain't got nothing to do with this, fam. The video games have nothing to do with this. Both of the Slosons, that's what their name is, Slosons, allegedly suggest the child must have exited their home through the bedroom window, and neither of them know she was wearing because they was back in the home. I observed all parties appeared dirty and unkept, police said. Both children possessed a strong odor and appeared to be unclean. I also observed feces on the left knee of Mr. Sloss's pants. Michael posted bond online. Records show Crystal is in jail on $10,000 bond. Cuz it's already out. And neither of them have attorneys. Oh my gosh, man. As a black person in America, man, hearing this kind of thing, dude, it would damn near make you insane. But that really just means that we really need to do stuff about these situations. First of all, we need to all get on accord and let these tethered politicians know that don't represent us, that we are not going to stand by and just be okay two-tier justice system where it okay us to get the harshest sentences and everything just the worst on our end. But we hear story after story like this where people are abusing children. Hold up, if we already know if the house was in a degraded state like that, as far as the feces, we know that there was other nefarious activity going on. You can't say that you morally dirty on the cleanliness but not morally dirty on the sexuality. Stop playing. And this crap has been going on since 2015 and probably before. Who knows any other children they probably birthed that never went to school, that was home, that died under them conditions, or where the case is allegedly. Man, come on, man. And I can't even get some of y'all to sign a petition.
Be one to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood of Hot Lava Music TV and the Hot Lava Media Group. And I come to you today with an urgent call to action. And with that being said, this petition is to demand the U.S. government immediately make anti-black racism a public health crisis is now an active campaign at change.org. And after this message, I'm going to need you to go over there and show your support. Right after you smash that like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It doesn't cost you a thing. Now, this is a petition to demand cash reparations for foundational Black Americans addressing two critical components. So what is anti-Black racism? Anti-Black racism is defined here as policies and practices rooted in American institutions such as government, finance, education, healthcare, and justice that mirror and reinforce economic deprivation, racially targeted laws, beliefs, attitudes, prejudice, stereotyping and/or discrimination toward foundational Black Americans. What is a public health crisis, you ask? Well, a health crisis or public health crisis is a difficult situation or complex health system that affects humans in one or more geographic areas, from a particular locality to encompass the entire planet. Health crises generally have significant impacts on community health, loss of life, and on the economy. And ultimately the solution to the problem, it is imperative that the United States government declare anti-Black racism a public health crisis for foundational Black Americans.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say that.